Wow. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are watching me. This is your one and only Adiola Atepoja. Yeah. Reaching out live from the staple of the Data Think Media. This beautiful this afternoon, bringing you words from wisdom that can help you unleash and bring the best out of your life. So I welcome you. And as usual, this is a platform you can engage with when you are looking forward to bringing to bear wisdom in its purest form. And today, I'm going to be giving a special uh, tyranny that I have titled From Ignorance to Wisdom. From Ignorance to Wisdom. And before I take it further, I want to just give you a quick background of why this training is important and why I chose to do this. Because at the moment you desire to begin a walk on a journey towards wisdom, you must at that moment be somebody that is teachable. You must at that moment become willing from within you to learn. And just like I was going to tell somebody that I was discussing with, that if you have ever feel like there's something holding you back, but you can't quite put your hands or your finger on that. And let me just shock you that. What if everything that you've allowed to limit you this far has been the limiting belief that you have plagued inside of you? And so today, I believe that at the end of this training, you'll be able to expose all the hidden beliefs that have been silently sabotaging your success. And so that, most importantly, you can learn how to break free and then embark on your journey to total freedom and transformation. Welcome on board. And I invite you to please get your pen and paper and whatever you have, and let's just dive into this training. And I want you to just imagine that many of us have a lot of belief, based on our background, our orientation, where we're born. And some of these things block our potentials. A lot of times, those ignorance are sometimes based on what we don't get to understand. And but there's one caveat I want to put out there. If you have found yourself to be ignorant of certain things, do you know that the greatest syndrome that can plague you forever in that state is when you remain arrogant? That is, you are not able to submit yourself to learning. That becomes a very dangerous syndrome that binds even many people. And sometimes you don't recognize it. That your need to grow, your need to advance, your need to transform is a question of how teachable you are. How willing are you able to release yourself to be tutored, even by people that you find maybe as virtue of ranking, they are not in any way in the same category. You are not in the same mate, you are not in the same grade, mate, you are not mate. But see, one of the things that arrogance will do for you is that it will block you and prevent you from stepping into that opportunity that can make new rooms, that can help you transform your life for the best. So the same thing with personal growth and self-development. So when you talk about from ignorance to wisdom, one of the first thing I want to uncover in that blind spot for every one of us, that for every area we have found ourselves, for every journey that you and I have progressed to thus far, the only thing that can prevent you from scaling, from growing to the next stage, is when you lack knowledge, and that is ignorance. So when you meet new people, you are looking forward to tackling a challenge or a kind of an experience that can help you see some of the things you don't know. Don't shy away from it. Sometimes I remember sometimes ago that I was in a meeting, and actually I saw myself as if I'm the least person that I could not even engage. I did not even have any contribution to make. And I was just silent and I was just observing what was being shared. And from that observation, from that open-mindedness that I released myself to, I was able to see that there is nothing that cannot be killed. Ignorance can be killed. And that is truth. Ignorance can be killed. And how? It starts by exposing yourself to reading, learning, submitting yourself to mentorship, asking the right question in the right place, and humbling yourself to accept that you don't know and to become a student. You know, so when you find yourself in that space that I just described, that you lack the knowledge, you lack engagement, you lack the wisdom to engage with what the subject matter they are discussing. You know, some people will just want to put up a front like an arrogance, like, oh, well, what are they saying? And you don't have anything to offer. But this can become a barrier to your greatness. And this is what I want to encourage every one of you out there. That let's look at the story in the Bible. That was an example of a king, the wealthiest king in the Old Testament, and that was King Solomon. And if you remember the story very well, God came to him in a night dream, and there was just one question that God asked him. God gave him an opportunity, presenting an open check for Solomon to ask for just one thing, just one thing. And if you remember that story very well, he asked for wisdom. Solomon did not ask for riches. He did not ask for fame. He did not even ask for the head of the enemy. He did not ask for all the enemy of his life. They should die there and fall for fire. See, and in doing so, he did not only gain the wisdom he asked. Every other thing he did not ask followed. I want you to imagine that. What does this teach us? It teaches us that anytime you seek wisdom first, there is a package, there is an engineering, there's a technology in God, in how God operates, that for the mere fact that you have submit to admitting that you don't know, every other thing you did not ask for, honor, wealth, riches, success, will follow. It's like it's part of the package. So what is the admonition that this message is coming to give is that, see, when you need wisdom, there is a place where wisdom can be found. And if you can humble yourself and submit yourself to going to search, to going to look, and to going to submit yourself to learning, whatever it will take, through reading, through researching, submitting yourself to mentorship, buying program, going to conferences, anything that it will take for you to become wise, you must go after it. You will go after it. By the time you go and submit yourself, you will be shocked at how you will have evolved, grow, and expand, that you find it difficult to believe that it is still the same you. But what has changed is that mindset that have believed that you can be better off, that you can know more than you know, and that in that space that you think you know, there are other people that know more than you know, and you are willing to go and learn and embrace their wisdom so that you can become more and more wise. Because that is the only thing that I want to leave with every one of us there. That the key takeaway from this short admonition is that ignorance can be fixed and arrogance can be dangerous. So if you know that ignorance can be fixed, and how can it be fixed? Number one, submit yourself to learning. Go to people that know more than you are in that subject, in that speech, in that niche, in that area you are seeking expertise. Go and seek their wisdom. Go and submit to their wisdom. Go and submit to their tutelage. And before you know it, their wisdom will become yours. Personal development, I need to tell everyone of us out there, is a lifelong journey that you keep unveiling, and you keep discovering. And there will never be a time that you say you are done, because that is how life is. You will never get to a point that you will not have something you still need to learn. The more you keep learning, the more, the better you keep developing. And the more you begin to break away from everything that limits you to becoming the fullest of the version that God has called you to be. I hope you do find one or 2 points that you can lay hold on that will become wisdom to you, so that your life can take a new turn and you can begin to experience a life on an extraordinary level. And today, as I round off, if this is your first time watching or connecting with us on this channel, I encourage you to please like, please share, and also please click on the subscription button if this is the first time and you are yet to subscribe to our channel. And as you do so, you are going to be blessed. And stay tuned to greater content, educative, informative, and life-changing tips and tools and frameworks that can position you in such a way that you become the best version of yourself that your world is ever waiting for. And now, as I round up, if you're somebody that is willing and ready to break free from your limiting belief, and you feel like there is more to your life, more to your success, and more impact that you need, and you know it is time to take that step, I invite you to connect further with me and go to my website, www.lodatapublishing.com. This is where you can get help and knowledge more on how we can help high-level professionals like you develop and package your ideas into best-selling books. Let's make your message get out to where it's needed so that you can begin to impact and influence your world for good. Don't allow limiting self-belief to sabotage your success. It's time to unleash your full potential today. Click on the link in the description, and I can't wait to embark on the journey with you. Thank you once again for watching. It's been a privilege talking to you. God bless you, and I'll see you on the other side. Stay blessed by the blessed. It's bye for now.